D-Gens, what's up, guys? What's up, my D-Gen family? All right, let's get right into the charts. And yes, guys, it seems once again, some other YouTube channel decided to spread misinformation. So here I am to set the record straight. All right, so we will get into it. Sit back, relax, and I will defud and correct the misinformation that is being spread. All right, so looking over at JASMY right now, guys, closed above the 100 and the 200-day SMA. We are still closing in on the golden cross on JASMY. Now, there was another YouTube channel. I'm not going to call them out by name because I do like the guy, right? I think that he's a little bit misled in the things that he's been saying in his latest video about JASMY. One of the things was that he was saying, "Oh, JASMY doesn't look good. JASMY doesn't look good." Okay, JASMY does, but he doesn't give any reasons why JASMY doesn't look good. There's no technical analysis behind it. There's no charting behind it. There's just an opinion because JASMY's price hasn't moved up to $1 or something that suddenly JASMY doesn't look good. So let me correct that first of all. This, my friends, is called a bullish structure. And when you have 3 or more touches on the top trend line, you will generally break to the upside. Okay? So we have 1, we have 2, we have 3. We have confirmed our breakout. We have retested, and now we're getting ready to move to the upside. That's called technical analysis, right? That's called reading the charts, knowing what patterns are, not just going, well, JASMY's price hasn't moved to $4 yet, so it doesn't look good for JASMY, right? That's just spreading opinionated misinformation, first of all, okay? There's no scientific structure to that statement. It doesn't look good for JASMY. It actually looks amazing for JASMY on the daily time frame, right? That's the first bit of misinformation I have to clear up. Okay. I would advise that if someone runs a YouTube channel and they don't know how to do technical analysis and they don't know how to read a chart, they probably shouldn't be saying to people, it doesn't look good for JASMY's price. Fundamentals look solid, nothing negative. JASMY just literally got listed yesterday on the largest exchange in Korea, over 9 million users. What doesn't look good? I don't know. I don't know what doesn't look good, right? Okay, so now I'll go into the Bitcoin chart later. I might as well continue on with this whole misinformation on JASMY thing. Let's get the air clear on this whole Binance thing, okay? So, first thing that we're going to look at is the article that dude was talking about. Okay. Boom. Okay. By Coin Edition. All right. So the first thing you have to understand is that this is an opinion piece. Okay. This is written by someone that's no different than you or I, sitting around writing articles. I could go into other people who write articles like, what's that guy's name who created his own website where he releases news articles about XRP all the time. And it's nothing but mass misinformation about XRP all the time. He always says boom over on Twitter and stuff like that, right? Crypto Geek, that's who it is, right? So he writes his own articles saying whatever he wants, spreads misinformation about XRP, and then people take it because it's an article, they think that it's real, right? So this is just an opinion piece, guys. There's nothing stating that JASMY's being delisted from Binance, okay? We scroll down here. Again, there's nothing official. It just says that projects that are put in the monitoring zone or innovation zone could delist any of these coins in the future. It could delist any of these coins in the future, okay? It doesn't say they are delisting JASMY. Doesn't say anything. So then I went further, okay? I went even further than that for you guys, all right? Let's go over to Binance News Today, okay? This is Binance's website where they release the news of what they are doing, okay? Nothing about JASMY at all. Nothing. We have all these articles. Richard Zhang, Binance CEO Richard Zhang shares key advice. Binance launches verified WhatsApp. Binance expands sport trading offering. Binance co-founder Yi warns of Telegram. Now we're down into November 15th. Binance news. Binance reaches 240 million registered users. There's nothing about anything about any delistings at all. Okay, nothing at all. So there is zero update in Binance's news about delisting JASMY. Okay, so let's go even further than that. Okay, let's go over to their X page where they announce these kind of things. And what do we see? We see zero announcement about JASMY being delisted from Binance. Nothing. No announcements whatsoever. Okay? So what I would say, guys, I mean, I'm all the way back at November 20th. This was yesterday. So nothing about JASMY being delisted. Binance Academy, Meme Coin Carnival, fake payment proof scam, common trading mistakes, announcements, routine wallet maintenance, new merged mining, nothing. Not a thing to do with delisting JASMY at all. Battle of the top dogs. Nothing. Okay? So, one YouTube channel reads an opinion piece and starts spreading around that Binance is delisting JASMY. And to go back over to the opinion piece, even the opinion piece didn't state that Binance was delisting JASMY. What it did was point out some of the projects in the monitoring zone and said the exchange could delist any of these coins in the future. That's not new information. JASMY's been in the monitoring zone for what, a year and a half, almost 2 years? And we've known all along that any coin that's in the monitoring zone can be delisted at any time, right? So none of this is brand new information. Nothing has changed. So I hope that this clears it up. We had one YouTube channel who read an opinion piece, took it as fact, started telling people on his channel that JASMY was being delisted. It's complete fallacy. It's not true. It's misinformation. I hope that that clears that up. I don't know how I can be more clear than that. I know that somebody will ask me later, but what about, I heard that it was going to be listed. So I'm being as clear as I can. There is nothing stating that Binance is delisting JASMY, except one YouTube channel who didn't do any technical analysis and said that the price action didn't look good. Take that for what it is. Believe me or believe him, I don't care. Right? So I hope that that clears that up, guys. I'm putting that issue to bed at this point. And you know what I'm going to do? You know what I'm going to do? Because I love you guys so much. This is what I'm going to do for you. I have some bullish news on JASMY. How about that? How about doing a 180 and showing you, boom, Kraken Pro, sneak peek at next week's listings. Yes, JASMY. They did the same thing with KASPA about a month ago, if you see. And right here, where's right here? Look at this. Look at my ticker. Can you see where my ticker is? My mouse is JASMY. JASMY being listed on Kraken Pro. Boom. Tier 1 exchange listing. After yesterday being listed on Upbit, the largest exchange in Korea, right? With over 9 million users. So we have two massive listings in 2 days for JASMY. And one debunked misinformation about it being delisted from Binance. So not only did I undo the damage for the whole Binance rumor, but then I went and flipped the script and gave you some bullish news about another tier 1 listing for JASMY. Boom. How do you like your sausage, baby? That's how we do, right? All right. What else do we got going on out there? Little bit of humor from Mainnets. If she didn't love you in the bear market cycle, she doesn't deserve you in the bull market, bro. I love that. I love that. All right, let's see what Michael Saylor's got to say for himself this evening. Michael Saylor says MicroStrategy has a Bitcoin reactor in the middle of the company that creates enormous shareholder value.
Oh, these are the best performing bonds in the world. All the MicroStrategy bonds have doubled in value. Okay, how many other bonds? There is no corporate bond. There's no sovereign bond. There's no other type of bond or no preferred stock you can buy where you buy it for 100, it'll be worth 220 a few months later, right? So these are the best performing bonds in the world. It's like they've got the downside protection and they make money. So those people have fixed income funds. They have $100 trillion in those things. They have to buy that. And then they need a company like MicroStrategy that has a 100% Bitcoin treasury to create that bond. See, you can't create a bond that doubles in value over 8 weeks if you're not 100% Bitcoin. If Berkshire Hathaway sold the same bond and they were backed by $100 billion of T-bills, well, okay, it's zero coupon, it's convertible, but it's like, what's the point? The bond has no option value in it. The T-bills have a vol of 5 and MicroStrategy has a vol of 100, okay? So they've got no electricity in their bonds. So MicroStrategy is the leading issuer of Bitcoin-backed bonds in the world. And there's $300 trillion in the fixed income market that they can only buy bonds. But if you're going to buy bonds, wouldn't you like the lowest risk, highest performing bonds? MicroStrategy has the most interesting, highest performing, most liquid securities. Why? Because we're volatile, right? We got 100 volatility oscillator in the middle of the company. We oscillate at the bond volatility is 5. We're oscillating 20 times faster than Treasury bills. Mm-hmm. We're oscillating 8 times harder than the S&P index. So we put this crypto reactor in the middle of the company. It makes the bonds very, very compelling. That allows the ARBs to do their thing, allows the fixed income guys to do their thing. But when we sell the bond, the spread for us is 70 to 80%, which means that 80% of the economics go immediately to our equity holders. And so the leverage in the bond for the Bitcoin maxis is extreme. Mm-hmm. We borrow $4.2 billion that's free and we buy Bitcoin. And if Bitcoin goes up 50% a year, that means the 4.2 is going to double in 14 months or 18 months. So you've got 4 to 8 to 16 to 32. So there's $32 billion worth of leverage on the back end. We're only going to pay back the $4 billion of bonds, but we pay the $4 billion of bonds with $1.5 billion worth of equity at the time that we actually issue the bond. So the financial leverage is extreme, and the people that get that are the equity holders. So in essence, MicroStrategy is like a big crypto transformer, a Bitcoin transformer, high voltage Bitcoin, scary high voltage Bitcoin comes in the front. And then on one side, we step it up to be extreme high voltage. That's how you outperform NVIDIA. You go, double Bitcoin or 1.5 Bitcoin. And then we give everybody low voltage Bitcoin, safe Bitcoin, low risk Bitcoin, low volatility Bitcoin on this side. Right. And the irony of it is everybody's getting exactly what they want. And the people that are buying our bonds or our equity, in some cases, they wouldn't buy the spot ETF, but in many cases they couldn't. Not only would they not, people are like, well, why don't they? They can't, they won't, they don't wish to. Mm-hmm. It's kind of like I have a 480 volt 3-phase power on that dock. It'll power up a 500-ton yacht. You're not going to plug it into your blow dryer. Right? Has to go through it. If you go to the back of my property, I have a massive transformer, massive, to step down the power, right? There's a lot of value in giving people, what they can consume. And there's someone that makes a living converting that power into batteries and selling a little battery pack so you can put it into your kids' toys. And you know what the markup is? It's like a factor of 1,000 markups. Like, the power would be much cheaper if you took it off the dock. I'm like, yeah, well, if I plugged my little kids' toys into the dock, I would electrocute my kid. And so what we're doing is we're not electrocuting the traditional market. The traditional market can't handle Bitcoin.
Right.
It doesn't want 60% a year interest that's volatile. It wants 6% a year interest. By the way, that's only 10% of Bitcoin. If I give them the 6%, I get to keep the other 90%. And who gets that? My equity holders get it.
Everyone's going to be copying the MicroStrategy strategy, guys. It's just a matter of time. Next month, we see Microsoft jump aboard, and it's off to the races, guys. Look at this guy. Gold is much more effective hedge against inflation. Bitcoin is not an asset we can recommend to our clients. Now, people like this that are just refusing to understand, refusing to get it, you deserve to buy Bitcoin wherever you buy Bitcoin. Whatever price you get in at, that's what you deserve, right? These people will never, they won't get it until Bitcoin is like $1 million a coin, and then they're going to really be kicking themselves, right? Listen to this clown.
The question is on Bitcoin. What do you do with Bitcoin? As we understand that Donald Trump is a very much proponent of Bitcoin, even a lover of Bitcoin.
Yes, our view on Bitcoin is, remember, we advising private clients. And for us, Bitcoin is not something you can value. It's not like a company where you can look at the cash flow and then discount it back. And it's a concept. Is it an asset? Is it a currency? We don't think it's a currency. Is it an asset? I can see why people can put a speculative investment on that. When we look at it from a portfolio perspective, it's an asset that, if you call it an asset, is very volatile, and we think you can have in your portfolio other hedges like gold that over time prove to be a much more effective hedge and with lower volatility. So it's not something that I can understand why people can have a small part of their portfolio, very small part of their portfolio for speculative reasons. But for us, it's not an asset that we can recommend to our private clients.
You'll want to give it time. Give it time. Your clients will start walking away from you. What else do we got? Watch Guru says just in $7.13 trillion in assets under management. Asset manager. Charles Schwab says they will offer spot Bitcoin ETFs when regulatory environments change. So basically, as soon as Gary's gone, they're going to start offering the ETFs as well. Anthony Pompliano says Bitcoin was $69,000 on November 1st. That was only 21 days ago. Let that sink in, guys. Bitcoin was $69,000 21 days ago. It's now $98,384. Let's go over to the Bitcoin chart since we haven't had that opportunity yet. Let's check it out. Boom. Closed just below resistance there, just below this golden pocket that we have in there, guys. Nice little close, though. I love that daily close. I told you guys, I keep saying it, this is going to be a heavy level of contention. It's not going to be easy to break above there, guys. It's not going to be easy. There's a lot of shorts, a lot of resistance, a lot of selling pressure. Bears are not going to surrender this level so easily. Will we eventually get over 100K? Does a pig shit stink? Of course. Let's go, man. Let's freaking go. All right. So what else do we got? Oh, yes. I have more misinformation to debunk on JASMY. Yes, the job of my job never seems to end. So somebody said in the comment section of my video, JASMY and Panasonic do not have an official partnership. They're just working together on, or how was it worded? They're just collaborating. That's what they said. There's a big difference between the two. Well, sir, I would say you're wrong. here is the official announcement from Yahoo Finance when it happened. Okay, Yahoo Finance is not going to mistake the difference between a partnership and a collaboration. Okay, I'm sorry that you think you know more than Yahoo Finance. I don't know, but I digress. You, sir, are wrong. JASMY partners with Panasonic to launch Web3 Internet of Things platform. Panasonic, the renowned tech giant, has joined forces with JASMY blockchain and introduced a groundbreaking Web3 platform that will facilitate the seamless connection of personal data on the Internet of Things. The collaboration between the Japanese-based blockchain and Panasonic Advanced Technology was initiated in February, but the official announcement was made on March 26th. The newly developed platform, based on JASMY's innovative personal data locker product, aims to provide a secure data storage solution while granting users full control over access to their data. Additionally, it aims to enhance data processing and reaction times. The platform will adopt agile development methods coupled with Web3 technology with a strong emphasis on speed. The intention is to create an open platform that can be widely utilized in various fields. Throughout this approach, the project envisions recruiting a large user base and fostering broad adoption. Chief Financial Officer Harada, known as Hara, on social media, revealed on X that the decentralized personal data platform is expected to be constructed within the next 3 to 6 months, which is any time now, guys, to be honest with you. Any time now, because that was back in March. According to the information available on the JASMY website, the personal data locker manages only hash value on the blockchain, while the actual data files are stored in a decentralized network. This architecture ensures that the performance of the system is not hindered by limitations such as storage capacity of individual blocks or large file sizes. Founded in 2016 by Sony executives, JASMY made headlines in 2021 when it listed a native cryptocurrency, JASMY, on the exchanges. The company has been dubbed the Japan's Bitcoin, and operates a unique system where merchants pay JASMY to access data stored within the platform, while data owners are rewarded with JASMY token. The news of the partnership between Panasonic and JASMY has led to a 3% gain over the last 24 hours. So, my friend, no, there is no difference between a partnership and them collaborating. It's been called multiple times a partnership. Let me read this again. The news of the partnership between Panasonic and JASMY. So you can take your misinformation somewhere else, okay? See, I actually bring receipts when I talk about things, right? The problem with people who spread misinformation and FUD about projects like JASMY is that they think for some reason that their opinion equals fact. And I guess that's a world we live in where some people feel that because they think something, their opinion in something, that is somehow factual. And now it's a fact because they feel that way, right? So yes, another bit of misinformation that went out today, debunked, right? I'm blowing 7 different kinds of smoke today, guys. All right, let's get into Charles Hoskinson. Founder Charles says, I've talked to Senator Scott, numerous senators in the banking sector.
Anytime there's a presidential transition, it's a very complex affair. And actually, the Treasury Secretary has yet to be selected, and they're kind of winnowing down. So that sets all crypto policy. So right now, most of the discussions are with the legislative branch. I'm having dinner tomorrow with Senator Scott. I've talked to numerous senators who are in the banking sector, basically figuring out how the regulation is going to work. And we've had some discussions with people transition team about what they want to do with a crypto committee, and if it's going to be a czar or if it's a commission, and what exact powers and how exactly does that work. And it's not exactly clear in how it's set up on the executive side, but on the legislative side, it's very clear what they want is to pass a law. So there were several attempts already in 2023. FIT 21 was the most successful, which passed the House, but it did not enter the Senate. And in the Senate, there was a bill in 2022 called FIA that was by Senator Lummis and Senator Gillibrand. So right now there's some reconciliation of what does the executive branch want, what does the legislative branch want. What we've been told by the executive branch is Trump has a mandate that he wants America to be the #1 place to found and run a cryptocurrency business. There were also several campaign promises they're trying to connect to. For example, the strategic reserve for Bitcoin concept that also Senator Lummis is a big fan of. And there's a lot of things around asset classification that have to get resolved. The security commodity debate and what power should be reserved for the CFTC and the SEC. So it's still very early days, and we'll know a lot more in 60 to 90 days about how much level of broad industry participation is going to occur at the executive branch side. But we're already in talks with many people on the legislative side, and they're going to move forward as a co-equal branch of government with or without the executive branch to pass a law.
I love everything that Charles has been doing, guys. I love the work he's putting in. Very, very bullish, trying to connect with all the other blockchains, working with the government. Ash Crypto says, breaking news, FTX will start the $16 billion distributions to its creditors no later than March. Guys, what this means is that they are giving back to all of the retail creditors, so people who lost money in FTX, right, debacle, $16 billion, okay? And it's all being distributed back in stable coin, not in Solana or Bitcoin or anything like that. So instead of people being fearful about any kind of a dump because of a redistribution of these assets, it's $16 billion in stablecoin coming back into the market is what's happening, okay? That equals gigapump, okay? So very, very bullish there. What else do we got? We got Novogratz on Squawk Box.
We're moving in that direction, right? Like if you think about gold at what's gold, $16 trillion now? I haven't looked recently. Probably close to 16 trillion, right? That's 800,000 Bitcoin. And young people don't like gold. Bitcoin is their gold. Young people live in a digital world. And so as this money goes from baby boomers to younger people, there's a natural progression of out of gold into Bitcoin. And so Bitcoin should catch gold in the next 3 to 5 years, 5 to 10 years. It's hard to make these predictions.
You mean the entire size of the market?
Yes. So that would be 800,000 Bitcoin. And so it's not going to get there overnight. But one of the things that was holding back, not just Bitcoin, but innovation in the whole crypto sector was a really, really aggressive SEC and US government. And that's all going to change. And so I think don't underestimate, like you got to give a shout out to the crypto community who has persevered, right? In small meetups. And then, this is hitting 100,000 is going to be a big deal for that giant group of people that have spent a long time.
Hell yeah, it will. It will be glorious. Check this out, guys. This is an article from China. Yes, China is paying attention to what's going on with crypto digital assets in the United States, guys. I translated this from Chinese. U.S. to appoint White House first cryptocurrency manager. On November 21st, 2024, it was revealed that Donald Trump's transition team, who was elected president as a Republican candidate to the United States, considering setting up a first ever cryptocurrency manager in the White House. According to Bloomberg, Donald Trump's team is currently in talks with industry insiders to review suitable candidates. If a cryptocurrency-related post is established in the U.S. administration, it will be the first case in history, and it can be seen that Donald Trump is paying attention to virtual currencies. Bloomberg pointed out that it shows the extent of the impact on the crypto industry will have on the incoming Trump administration. So, guys, I wanted to show you this to show you China is paying attention. If you think that China and Russia and Japan and all these other countries are not going to follow suit in terms of making Bitcoin a reserve currency, or whatever, you know what I'm talking about. Reserve, not a reserve currency. Yeah. Anyway, if you think they're not going to do the same thing, you're sadly mistaken, my friends. You are sadly mistaken. They're not going to sit on the sidelines and go, oh, okay, we'll let US buy a million Bitcoin and we'll just sit there and do nothing. I don't think so. All right. Since Q2 of 2020, more than $5 trillion has been returned to shareholders of the S&P 500. MicroStrategy VP of Treasury and Investor Relations explains why Bitcoin acquisition is a superior financial strategy.
If you look at the publicly listed companies in the US over a certain market cap threshold, there are like 5,000 companies. If you look at the high cash and low debt companies, the companies that are holding a lot of cash and debt less than 1 times or 2 times their net debt to EBITDA, and they are low growth or declining revenue company. And when I say that, that means like 0 to 5% growth over the last 3 years, or even negative growth. What are the options for these companies? If these companies, if you filter down from 5,000 to 1,000 to 250, those 250 companies, if they reach out to investment bankers and go to Goldman or Morgan Stanley or any bankers, like, please help us. And if you look at the universe of those companies, Semler Scientific just adopted the Bitcoin strategy. Tesla has some Bitcoins. Other companies, Apple, Microsoft, NVIDIA.
Look at that list.
Meta, Amazon, Costco. Costco is a high growth revenue company and also very cash rich and low debt. They can very well benefit. Berkshire Hathaway, Google. So these are the companies that have a ton of cash and they're mega cap. And while it's more difficult for mega cap companies to move nimbly, the smaller or mid-sized companies, they are going to need this even more. And we are going to see adoption like we saw from Semler. And we'll see from more companies in different sectors follow similar strategy. If you look at over the last 4 years since COVID and since MicroStrategy adopted its Bitcoin strategy, $5 trillion have been returned to shareholders in dividends and buybacks. That's a staggering number. And even a small proportion of that, if directed towards Bitcoin, can generate very high value for all these corporates.
All those companies, guys, will be putting Bitcoin on their balance sheets. Make no mistake about it. All right, Bitcoin whales unstoppable. 283 million fresh BTC purchases amid all-time high. On November 22nd, 2024, all eyes are on Bitcoin. Okay, so all eyes are on Bitcoin tomorrow. The world's largest cryptocurrency by market cap as it approaches the long-anticipated $100,000 mark with a significant price surge of over 5% in the last 24 hours. The asset has reached all new all-time highs. Holy crap, look where we are right now, guys. Hang on. Sorry, I'm going to interrupt that to show you the Bitcoin chart real quick. We are setting in we're trying to set another new all-time high. We're climbing back inside of the box. We're at $98,700, guys. Can we break? It's the crypto future live stream effect, baby, right? That's what we do. Pump it up. You got to pump it up. Let's get back to the article. Maybe that's what's pumping the price. Amid this bull run, Bitcoin whales appear unstoppable as they have made continuous and significant BTC purchases in the past 12 hours. Recently, a whale transaction tracker, Look on Chain, made a post on X that crypto whales have purchased a significant 2,895 BTC worth $283 million from Binance, the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. In a post on X, Look on Chain noted that the whales are currently accumulating the asset as its price continues to soar. The potential reasons for BTC's bullish outlook include the current market sentiment, notable adoption by whales and institutions in the recent days, the resignation of SEC Chair Gary Gensler, and other factors. With this bullish outlook, Bitcoin is currently trading near $98,600 and has experienced an impressive price surge of over 5.2% in the past 24 hours. During the same period, its trading volume jumped by nearly 50%, indicating heightened participation from traders and investors as market sentiment has shifted. According to expert technical analysis, Bitcoin appears bullish and has been consolidating in a tight range between $96,320 and $98,100 over the past few hours. Based on recent price action, if BTC breaks out of this consolidation and closes the 4-hour candle above the $98,100 level, there is a strong possibility that it could reach $100,000 in the coming hours. Let's go look at the 4-hour chart and see if we have closed above $98,100. All right, let's spread this out a little bit. That's what she said. Well, these are 4-hour candles, guys, and the last one closed at 98,300. Ooh, so no, we haven't. Oh yeah, 98,000. What did he say? $98,100. Okay, $98,100. So we closed this candle at 98,007. So we did it. So he's predicting a break to the upside to $100,000 based on that 4-hour candle close. Let's see if we close this next candle over $98,100. Very, very interesting stuff, guys. Could we see a break to $100,000 this very night? We'll find out. All right, pushing towards that high again. Bitcoin continues. So let's go. What else do we have? Jack Muller, beloved Jack Muller. What's he talking about today? A positive future is ours to lead with Bitcoin.
I think the unique positioning on the Bitcoin Strategic Reserve, I think if this happens, this will be one of the most important economic announcements in U.S. history. I think it'd be on par with 1971 and Nixon. However, what I think is not being talked about enough is it's positive, Caroline. It's positive.
Because you'd have to go out there and buy in the market, but will that actually happen?
No, my meaning is this. In 1933, the U.S. had a really big economic announcement. What was it? We're taking all your gold. In 1971, the U.S. had a really big economic announcement. What was it? We're divorcing ourselves from the gold standard so we can print money. In 2008, the U.S. had a really big economic announcement. What was it? It was we're bailing out all the big banks that misbehaved. In 2025, if the U.S. has a really big economic announcement, what is it? It's we're pro-technology. We're pro-innovation. What principles and morals and ethical alignment does Bitcoin have? Equal rights, equal opportunity, an open network. These are American ideals, American values. This is an asset that was accessible to the people 15 years ago that the people own. Governments only own 2, 3, 4% of this asset. This asset is held by the people. It acts in the best interest of the public. It's pro-jobs, it's pro-energy, it's pro-industry, it's pro-growth. And does anyone else have a plan to get us out of debt? Are we going to start a lemonade stand out here in Times Square? No, how about the best performing asset in the history of mankind? We lean into it. We buy it. Coinbase is an American company. Strike's an American company. Kraken's an American company. Tether sells the US dollar. Let's support these businesses. Let's support this industry.
But the market cap is less than NVIDIA for the entire crypto ecosystem. When does that become bigger?
I think when people buy it, listen, I think that ego gets in the way of many people. People think they're late to Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I don't understand that, right? I think that late according to who? Oh, because you're comparing yourself to Michael Saylor, you're comparing yourself to your college roommate, you're comparing yourself to your coworker. Over the last 15 years, the best thing you could have done is buy Bitcoin. And I think that's going to be true for the next 1,500 years. And so as a country, I think we have a choice. I think everyone else around the world is understanding we are pro-growth, pro-business, pro-Bitcoin as this new administration takes office. And we have to make a decision. I think the worst thing we can do is not own enough. And actually, to de-risk this, we should buy some and push these American ideals in technology and innovation and growth through the best performing asset and technology in mankind.
Well, he's not wrong, guys. Listen, this is why I think we're going to get rejected. I keep saying we're going to get rejected at 100K, all right? Have a look at this, guys. Look at the sell wall at $100,000 for Bitcoin. That's a lot of selling pressure, right? Bulls are going to have to do some miraculous work to chip away at that sell wall, right? It's not going to be just a straight smash through $100,000 and away to the moon we go, right? Bears are going to defend that level because look at that. They're going to get liquidated to hell, right? You think they're just going to let that happen? Of course not, right? So this is what I've been saying, guys. Look at that sell wall at $100,000. Crazy sell wall. Okay? Just putting things in perspective. All right, what else do we got? Well, we can't do a live stream without talking about our beloved Gare Bear, right? Gary Gensler announces he will leave the SEC when Donald Trump takes office. U.S. SEC Chair Gary Gensler, known for his stringent approach to cryptocurrency regulations, is stepping down January 20th, the SEC announced on November 21st. Gensler's departure will coincide with the inauguration of crypto-friendly President-elect Donald Trump for his second term. It has been an honor of a lifetime to serve with them on behalf of everyday Americans. Yeah, you were not working on behalf of everyday Americans, Gary Gensler. Somebody smacked this man in the face. In July, Trump vowed to fire Gensler as part of his strategy to appeal to the crypto advocates ahead of the November 5th presidential election. While the president has the authority to appoint the SEC chair, he cannot compel a commissioner to leave entirely, as Gensler plans to do. No, but he can make your life a living hell. Since assuming office in 2021, Gensler led an aggressive regulatory agenda against the crypto industry, initiating over 100 enforcement actions against companies in the space. On November 14th, Gensler reinforced his strict stance, emphasizing the need for 10,000 tokens he considered securities to register and give proper disclosures to the public. Although he highlighted the SEC approval of spot Bitcoin exchange-traded funds as a sign of collaboration with the industry, he criticized some issuers for failing to follow common sense rules of the road. He did not... Okay, see, misinformation, guys. He did not approve a spot Bitcoin ETF as a sign of collaboration with the industry. He got sued by Grayscale, lost the lawsuit, and the judges told him to approve it. He approved this spot Bitcoin ETF under duress. He did it kicking and screaming against it. He didn't do it out of the kindness of his heart to be collaborative with the crypto industry, right? I like how he tries to paint that way after he'd been forced to do it, right? President-elect Trump has pledged to make America the crypto capital of the world and has expressed plans to appoint regulators with more crypto-friendly outlooks. Reporters suggest Trump is considering a Summer Mersinger, a Republican, CFTC commissioner, advocating a lenient approach to crypto to lead the Commodity Futures Trading Commission. Additionally, Trump is reportedly exploring the creation of a White House position dedicated solely to crypto policy. This follows the October resignation of Gerber Graywall, the SEC chief enforcer, known for his robust oversight of the cryptocurrency sector. Yeah, I might add that he did the same thing that Jay Clayton did. Gerber Graywall, he filed the appeal process in the Ripple case, and then he went to go work for the Ethereum Foundation, right? Like the next day, as he was walking out the door. So I don't feel bad for these people. You know what I'm looking forward to, guys? Here's the thing that a lot of people are kind of missing here, okay? That there are current FOIA requests for information from the SEC, and Congress has been asking for certain information in terms of communications between Sam Bankman-Fried, FTX, and Chair Gary Gensler. Gary Gensler has refused to hand over these documents, okay? With a new commissioner coming in, you can almost guarantee that they're immediately going to turn over the FOIA request information. They're going to turn over the documents to Congress. We may very well see criminal charges filed against Gary Gensler if these documents that Gary's refusing to turn over to Congress show any kind of collaboration or conspiracy with Sam Bankman-Fried and FTX against the crypto market, or trying to work with FTX to give them a monopoly on the exchanges in the crypto industry, right? We may very well see Gary Gensler brought up on charges, guys. So this story may not be over just yet. Continuing on, what do we have Trump's former SEC chair eyed for crypto czar, crypto dad.
Here with what that could be and what a Treasury Secretary would be like and what the delay might be is none other than Shark Tank investor and OLeary Ventures chair, Kevin OLeary. Kevin, what's the problem filling this seat? It seems to be really bedeviling the Trump team.
Treasury is a very big deal because they work in cohort with commerce, and we've got to get someone here that balances the economy and understands it's not all about large companies, because the Chips and Science Act, the Infrastructure Act, and all the government support during the pandemic did not go down to family businesses in America, which creates 62% of the jobs. So we got to get someone in there that understands that. My vote is Haggerty. He understands that. I also know him, so of course I'm going to be an advocate for him. But this is a crucial position. Big deal, a really big deal.
Right. Do you think Wall Street's going to embrace the Trump philosophy, the tariffs, and some of the things? When you pick up the phone, are they excited about this?
Yes, they are excited, specifically against China. Tariffs are balanced. We've already got to deal with Canada and Mexico and our European partners. We have equivalent tariffs. That's okay. It's China we're at economic war with. I'm a huge advocate for really turning up the heat there and getting them to the table so they're part of the rules that they agreed to play by in 1999 when they joined the WTO. These guys cheat, they steal, everybody knows it. It's time to really hold them accountable.
So the crypto czar that the president's presenting, no doubt about it, he went to Silicon Valley. He was impressed with what he heard and what he saw. And he's looking at a crypto czar, Brian Brooks, Brian Armstrong, two people whose names come up to help him pick somebody or pick themselves. Your thoughts about this?
Yeah, I agree with him. I mean, Brian is the Coinbase. He's being sued by Gensler right now. His company's under litigation from the SEC. We got to stop these shenanigans because this is a technology that affects all 11 sectors of the economy. It provides efficiency and digital payment systems, and we have to be competitive worldwide. We need a czar here, and we need to start making decisions. Is it Ethereum a commodity, or is it a security? Pick one and go with it. I don't care which one it is, but we've got to at least pick it. We haven't done that yet.
40 seconds. Your thoughts about Doge, writing an editorial in the Wall Street Journal today, talking about their approach, and they're going to have a channel and inform America with their cutting. Can they get $2 trillion out of this budget?
Yes, they can. And why wouldn't you want Doge? All it's saying is, let's be transparent when we make economic decisions. Stop letting bureaucrats do it, because we send our representatives to Congress. I'll give you an example. We stopped shipping natural gas to Germany, and they're freezing in the dark. Why do we do that? Some bureaucrat decided that. Congress should decide. I love this idea. Transparency for the people. What's wrong with that?
Nothing. And I would love to see us just maximize oil and gas. Some other good news, the XL pipeline, as soon as President Trump takes over, they're going to get out their ratchet set and start putting it together again from Canada. Kevin OLeary, thanks so much.
Take care.
That's right, baby. That's right. Gary Gensler sitting there right now. This was Gary Gensler earlier today when he was telling the board or telling the other commissioners that he was resigning. Oh, I missed that.
You know how much I sacrificed?
Oh, Gare Bear. Oh, Gare Bear. We love you, buddy. We love you. XRP's having itself a great time today. Holy smokes. All right, guys, let's get back over to the Bitcoin chart. Let's get into the chat, see what everybody's talking about. So as always, guys, please make sure you hit the like and subscribe to the channel. Means a lot, guys. Help push the channel up over 10K. That's the goal. That's what we're trying to do. So help us out. It's absolutely free, and it would mean everything. So yes, thank you so much. William, what's up, buddy? Good to see you, man. Chappie, what's up, man? Why the heck would you make a title like that? It scared the crap out of me. Got to keep you on your toes, buddy. Got to keep you on your toes. Multi-Planet Pro. Oh, no, Jasmy is possibly making not another delisting from Binance. What are we going to do? Man. Pile into XCN and Swift. Yes, love those two projects, man. Bruno, what's up, buddy? David, time is money. And Jasmy, we trust. We are just waiting for the next big opportunity. Bullish. GT, Rob, is Jasmy getting delisted from Binance? Some article said it's going to happen. Oh, my God. No, man, we're good, brother. We are good. I can't recall the article I read today. Nope, I debunked that at the beginning of the stream, brother. Hopefully you caught that. If you didn't catch it, Go back and check out the beginning of the stream. Chappie, I knew you were joking, brother. I knew you were joking. Holmes, what's up, brother? Good to see you, man. Multi-Planet Pro, they want to crash the price. Buy some more. Don't be fooled. XRP's $1.39. I know it's going crazy right now, man. It is doing the heavy lifting in my portfolio. Absolutely, man. Chronic Jack, I'll be buying more Jasmy tomorrow. It's payday. I'm currently holding 150K. Hope we see 25 cents this cycle. Nice. Nice, brother. I dig it, man. Ari, why is Jasmy in the monitoring zone? Couple of reasons. Basically, to sum it up as easily as I can, their blockchain is not out on the market yet. Okay, so once their Junction is actually released and it's out to market, they will likely be removed from the monitoring zone. Overcome, what's up, man? Good to see you. Good to see you. XRP getting a little pump? Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. I thought BTC at 99K would feel more surreal, but it feels normal. Yeah. I know, right? I know. Yeah, absolutely right, man. River, how you doing, man? Good to see you, River. Big Kev's in the house. Alt season ready. Locked and loaded. Boomer's in the house. What's up, brother? Boomer effing sooner. Jet, thank you. Hey, thank you. UK Mob Entertainment, is Jasmy being delisted? No, I debunked that at the beginning of the stream. Go back and watch the beginning if you want to see me debunk the misinformation. Funky XRP defies the haters. Smack in the face. Yes. SKS FUD is hilarious at this point, right? I know, man. I know. Fax says, I feel like we've been watching this annoying Jack video. Yeah, he says a lot of the same things, but he's got some good points. He's got some good points, right? That's the thing of it. XRP pump it. Woohoo! Moj, what's up, man? Jasmy, we trust. Yes. Jesse and James, what does delist even mean? It's still in the innovation zone. Does that mean that they're taking it off entirely? That's just, they usually will delist some projects that are in the monitoring zone, but I mean, Jasmy's been there for like 2 years now. So, and here's the other thing that a lot of people don't know, and this is directly from Hara himself, okay? And that is that the Jasmy team and Binance Japan actually have very close personal relationships in terms of the staff at both places, right? So there is a very strong relationship between Jasmy's team and Binance Japan. So why would Binance delist Jasmy when it's simultaneously being listed on Kraken and up a bit? It makes make it make sense. Yes, exactly. And here's the thing that everyone has to remember, though, right? Is it possible that Binance could delist Jasmy? Of course it's possible, right? Is it likely? No, but it could happen. But in terms of this latest misinformation or FUD, nothing has changed in Jasmy's situation between a year ago and today when it comes to Binance. Nothing. It was in the monitoring zone then. It's still in the monitoring zone now. Right? It could have been delisted any time within the last 2 years that it's been in the monitoring zone. It hasn't been, right? So at the end of the day, nothing's changed. It's just somebody wrote an opinion piece article, and a YouTuber took it at heart, took it as fact, and started spreading it around, and people started to panic, right? It's a snowball effect. Happens all the time. Happens all the time. So, all right, guys, listen, that's the news. That's the chat. Make sure you hit the like if you like the stream. Click subscribe if you really liked it. And yeah, guys, there's a deal right now, 10% off over on the Patreon. The link is in the chat. Get over there and book your one-on-ones with me, guys. Also, I will be live over on the Patreon in about 20 minutes. So get over there, join us live. We do a group Zoom call live. We all get to chat. You need help with your portfolio structure, creating your exit strategies, your profit taking, how to compound your gains, passive income, nodes, DeFi staking, everything else, guys. Get over to the Patreon. It's on sale, holiday sale right now for the next 5 weeks. So check it out. The link is in the pinned comments. It's in the description. It's in the chat. I will be live over on the Patreon in about 20 to 25 minutes. I will see you guys over there. Deuces.